Hey there, guys! Ever feel like your first dates just don't seem to go anywhere? Like you walk away thinking, what did I do wrong this time? Well, you're not alone. Welcome to our channel, where we tackle all things dating and relationships. In today's video, we're diving into why most men blow their first dates, and how, believe it or not, you might be your own worst enemy. First dates can be nerve-wracking. We put so much pressure on ourselves to make a great impression that we often end up doing the exact opposite. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll have some solid tips to turn those first dates into stepping stones for meaningful connections. So stick around because we're about to uncover the common mistakes most men make on first dates and how to avoid them. The common mistakes. Alright, let's get straight into it. Here are the top mistakes most men make on first dates that sabotage their chances of a second one. Over-talking. Number 1, over-talking. We've all been there, you're nervous, you want to impress, so you end up dominating the conversation. But here's the thing, a date should be a two-way street. If you're doing all the talking, you're not giving your date a chance to share her thoughts and feelings. Not listening. Which brings us to number 2, not listening. This is huge. If you're too busy planning your next witty remark or story, you're not really present in the conversation. Active listening shows you care and are genuinely interested in getting to know her. Neglecting appearance. Number 3, neglecting appearance. First impressions are visual. Taking the time to groom and dress appropriately shows respect for yourself and your date. It doesn't mean you need to wear a tuxedo, but looking clean and put together goes a long way. Being too nervous. Number 4, being too nervous. It's natural to feel some jitters, but letting anxiety take over can make things awkward. It can cause you to stumble over your words or come across as insincere. Talking about exes. And finally, number 5, talking about exes. Bringing up past relationships on a first date is a big no-no. It can make your date feel uncomfortable and lead her to think you're not over your past. Have you ever caught yourself making any of these mistakes? Think about your last first date. How many of these did you check off without even realizing it? Now, you might be wondering, why do I keep making these mistakes? The answer lies in the psychology behind our actions. Let's dig a little deeper. Fear of rejection. First up, fear of rejection. This is a big one. The fear of not being liked or accepted can make us act out in ways that aren't natural. We might overcompensate by talking too much or trying too hard to impress. This fear can also make us overly cautious, leading to a lack of genuine connection. Overthinking. Next, overthinking. When we're constantly in our heads, trying to plan the perfect conversation or worrying about what our date thinks, we miss out on the moment. Overthinking can cause us to come across as robotic or insincere. It takes us out of the present and makes genuine interaction difficult. Low self-esteem. And then there's low self-esteem. Doubting your own worth can manifest in all sorts of negative behaviors on a date. You might feel like you have to prove yourself or hide parts of who you are. This lack of confidence can be sensed by your date and is often a major turnoff. Can you relate to any of these psychological factors? Do you find yourself battling these inner demons when you're out on a date? Understanding these underlying issues is the first step toward overcoming them and becoming a more confident, authentic dater. How to overcome these mistakes. Now that we've identified the common mistakes and the psychological factors behind them, let's talk about how to overcome these hurdles and make your first dates a success. Active listening. First, practice active listening. This means being fully present in the conversation and showing genuine interest in what your date is saying. Ask open-ended questions and let her share her stories. Remember, a good conversation is a balance between talking and listening. Relax and be yourself. Second, relax and be yourself. It's easier said than done, but try to stay calm and authentic. Remember, she's there to get to know the real you, not a perfect version of you. Take deep breaths if you feel nervous and focus on enjoying the moment. Grooming and dress. Third, pay attention to grooming and dress. Choose an outfit that's appropriate for the date location and makes you feel confident. A neat appearance shows that you respect yourself and your date. Stay positive. Lastly, stay positive. Focus on the present and avoid bringing up past relationships. Keep the conversation light and upbeat. Positivity is attractive and can help create a pleasant atmosphere for both of you. Which of these tips do you think would make the biggest difference on your next first date? Have you tried any of them before? And how did it go? Remember, first dates are about connection, not perfection. By focusing on active listening, staying relaxed and authentic, dressing appropriately, and maintaining a positive attitude, you can significantly improve your first date experiences. So, next time you're heading out on a first date, keep these tips in mind and see how they transform your interactions. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more dating tips and advice. We'd love to hear from you. Share your first date experiences and what you've learned in the comments below. What topics would you like us to cover next?